problem. So
on top of that, they required me to do this year's distribution from them before they rolled it over.
So what you should do is acquiesce. I'm not sure it's worth fighting the fight for a few $1,000s because that's going to translate into an extra tax bill of a few $100s. And instead, go ahead, acquiesce, and when that's done, transfer the money to an IRA and say goodbye to those guys.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome, Wilma. Boy, Wilma's got a good grasp of the RMD.
Yes, she does. It's painfully complicated. It shouldn't be as complicated as it is. As we were just talking about multiple tables, which one do you look at? How do you compute the amount that has to come out? And so that's the shame. And we'll often,
And worse than that,
what's the penalty if you don't take it out?
And here's the crisis. It's a 50% penalty on what you didn't take out but which you should have taken out. And that is so oppressive. The IRS can end up collecting about 90% of the total value of the IRA or retirement plan if you do it wrong. And employers have no upside. They're playing goalie in a soccer game. The only thing that can happen is they do it wrong and they get sued for it or held accountable by the IRS, by the Department of Labor, or by the consumer. And they don't like this any more than you do.
So I suspect they use that table for their own protection because at least that way they knew they couldn't be wrong.
They're not going to be penalized for having you pay too much in tax.
Right.
They get penalized if you pay not enough. And so this is why we hate the notion of leaving money in a former retirement account. If you have money in a dormant account, you have an employer where you used to work for them, maybe 20 years ago, and there's still a 401k or a 403b, or you used to work for the federal government, you've got a thrift savings plan, whatever. Don't leave it there. Take the money, roll it over to an IRA. You have much greater flexibility to control the money as you see fit, working with your own independent financial advisor, so you don't have to deal with it all by yourself, tolerating the frequency of changing tax laws. We'll talk more about RMDs in 457 plans. That's a mouthful. Stay tuned for more when the Truth About Money continues.
Lumber liquidators. In March, our buyers traveled the world negotiating unheard-of corn deals. It took months, but these deals are now arriving at the local store. All Delaware pre-finished hardwood is up to 40% off, or incredibly low prices. All our best laminates up to 33% off. All vinyl wood planks up to 34% off. Plus, get special extended financing. Don't wait. These deals will not last. Hurry, sale is going on now at your local store and lumberliquidators.com. Get your unheard-of corn deals before it's gone.
Sunshine, 82 degrees in Boston. WBC News Time, 11:43. We check traffic every 10 minutes. With the Subaru dealers of New England, all-wheel drive traffic on the freeze. What's going on, Nicole Davis?
Well, right now, Jeff, we got a problem on the Tobin Bridge. Inbound, a new disabled vehicle sits in the left lane just before the toll. Not dealing with too much of a back